What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only Africa game. Obviously we've got a bit of Southern Europe and Asia too, but for all intensive purposes we'll call it the Africa game. And I just want to highlight early on, Burundi making a very good start over here. Just give them a bit of the spotlight. They've got a big army. We'll probably go over the info addicts for the first time next video, because we'll have passed turn 100 hopefully by then for the first sort of, well, obviously the first time, but it'll be the first sort of 100 turns done. And then we'll look at them again at probably 200, or maybe actually 150, because I think there's going to be a slower campaign on the processing than the usual campaigns. We probably won't make it as far as usual. I know, or people are already getting upset. But yeah, no wars just yet. We're seeing a few wonders, and there you go. Burundi grabbing, what is this? There's the statue of Zeus. They're on a lake, so I guess they can build that, even though they're not on the sea. Actually, I don't think this has anything to do with the sea. I know what I'm on about. But either way, that's what they've got, yeah. But yeah, down here in the south, it's looking pretty cool. We've got Zimbabwe here, looking kind of cool. Another religion, and that's Nigeria. I guess that's the first religion in Western Africa. And that's Protestantism. Obviously, all the religions so far have mainly been in East Africa. But yeah, Rhodesia are looking like they're pretty strong, and that could be a worry for Zimbabwe. And the Zulu, obviously, are down here, sort of sticking themselves in. I saw that Persia as well. Grabbed the terracotta army, so their military just grew quite a bit quite quickly. They do have a second city over here. I've sort of ignored that until now, but they do have one. And Parthia also with quite a big army, and they're yet to actually settle anywhere, but they do have a strong army. The Garamantes have founded Hinduism, so that'll be a North African religion, I imagine. I think Europe is still, there's pantheons, but I don't think there's actually a religion in Europe, so they might get a lot of that from the Garamantes too. A lot of Hinduism spreading up here, unless a religion does found up in Europe. Greece with a lot of hoplites here. That's pretty impressive. And who even is this? Hanging Gardens. Is that Benin? No. Who? Is that not Burundi? Is that Rwanda? Yeah, that's Rwanda with the Hanging Gardens. So there you go. They've only got 2 cities so far, and Ethiopia continuing to forward settle them, despite having some scarier neighbours. I mean, actually, to the west they're okay, and the mountains shield them away from the Masai, who are, wow, they have got a lot of units too. A lot of unique units, which means it's now or never for them if they're going to go on a killing path, because they've got all their good units. Babylon just settled across here, moving west towards Arabia and Egypt. They need to watch out though. Assyria with this big old army could be eyeing them up, especially with such good population. I mean, to be fair, Azure has got more population, but Babylon's at 11, and I imagine it will grow a lot more. There's still a lot more wheat over here for them to take advantage of. I don't know where their worker is, just out of interest. I don't see a worker, so I don't know how they've managed to do some of this. Oh, it's there. It's crossing in between. Not a good place to be caught out though, so they need to be careful. Who? Vandals. I mean, I've touched on this before, but did they really need to settle here? Like Nigeria or Congo, whoever gets there first, you never know. That'll probably be an easy pickup for Nigeria at some point. Benin, what are you doing, guys? Of everyone that's got like one city has at least got a big army, but you don't seem to have that. You just seem to be a little bit confused. And there we go, Oman, who are also struggling, mainly because of the desert. I've got a third settler up, which is pretty good for them. I think they need to make use of the sea, and fish in particular, to actually feed their people. They could have maybe got a bit better. There's a lot more fish and stuff along the southern part of the Arabian Peninsula, and there's a lot of resources too, but maybe they would have benefited from that. They didn't even go coast. Oh, they did go coastal. Okay, there you go. Oman, they're looking pretty cool. Be interesting to see. They might not get taken out just on the fact that, you know, no one wants this stuff. It's just desert. There we go. Third city from Attila. He's got his battering rams, but the Khazar are looking okay if they were forced to defend. And there we go. The Civ, the Masai have got the mausoleum of Halicarnassus. That's pretty good. Good job, guys. Maybe. I'm not going to get my hopes up, but you've got a road as well, and that's like the first road we've seen. Maybe I've picked correctly for once. Could you imagine? Oh no, Ashanti have a road. Problem is they only have 2 cities. They could do another one, but that's not too bad. The Vandals grabbing the Great Lighthouse. So could they be the naval power in the... Oh my goodness. Can they be the naval power in the Mediterranean? We already see Greek archers heading somewhere. I don't know where they're going. All the hoplites are up here and the archers are heading south. But look at this from Carthage. That is impressive, Carthage. You have worked hard for this. And it looks like maybe they're going after this Tunis city that's been settled here. Not really sure though. Obviously, yeah, Rome with Colossus, they're doing okay. Obviously, we'll see how long it takes for them to try. Oh, no, first war, there we go, Carthage. First Tunis, looks like Tunis are a bit low on units, and Carthage, wow, this is pretty impressive. Turn 90, that's what it took to get us to our first war, and I think Carthage should do pretty well here. They've got the numbers. Tunis don't really have the numbers. Carthage, that is insane, they've built... That's impressive. Obviously, they've only got 2 cities here on the north coast of Africa, but they've focused. And if they pick up 3 cities here, they'll be looking pretty strong, pretty consolidated as well, in between Morocco and the Vandals. So they won't be in the worst spot. Askia, and I think that is either Oman or Kilwa. I can't remember, but I think it's Oman. Entering the medieval era. That's going to be hard. I'm going to need to learn their names over time, but I'm sure we will. Oh, there we go. Ashanti did grab another city over here. And our second war just broke out. And yep, it is, as I was expecting, Burundi v Kilwa. Not a good time for Kilwa. They have 2 warriors and a couple of triremes. That's not going to be enough. Because like Carthage, Burundi have quite a lot of an army. Tunis founded Shinto. It's a shame they won't be sticking with that for too long. Yep, they've already lost 1 city. Kairouan, that's how you say that, has fallen. First city to fall, and it falls to Carthage. Maybe Carthage could have a good game. Could you imagine? That'd be crazy. I mean, Byzantium have already let us down on any hopes of them having a good game, but Carthage having a good game, that'd be impressive. I'd be happy with that. France should not mess up either. Just pointing out, they've got France to themselves. They should be settling more of this stuff. What are you doing, France? Also, credit to Oman. They got a scout all the way to France. Problem is they're not going to be able to get that back to Africa probably now to explore the rest of the map, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Rwanda with another wonder. Looks like Rwanda going in for their wonders. So they need to keep an eye on Burundi to their south, and Ethiopia now settling very near to the Congo territory as Congo grabbed their 4th city. But yeah, Parthenon for Rwanda. Anything else I should note? I'm just trying to look on the mini-map. But again, I already said that's not going to help. Let's have a look at how this is going. I think it's going to be a bit harder for Burundi. All the forests aren't going to make it easy. Plus the mountains and the lakes are just make it difficult to get over here. But this could be a bad time for Kilwa if they lose their capital. Pretty bad. Another settler for Rhodesia here. Still a lot of space over here in this region. Over here, it's just south of Congo, Zimbabwe and Rhodesia. Probably going to fill some of those holes, though, with their settlers. Zulu yet to... Oh, no, Zulu did just settle here along this river. Making use of that river. Probably a smart move. 4th city down here in South Africa for them. There's still a lot of space for the Zulu to move north towards Zimbabwe and Rhodesia as well. So they should have some time. Persia, I see, have grabbed the 3rd city, and it's a coastal one in the Persian Gulf. So they'll be able to build boats, as will Oman. Again, it's not going to be the biggest thing. It'll probably only be those 2 in it. But it might lead to some interesting crossing battles, potentially, if Babylon is to stay here and not be taken over by Persia or Oman. Mali has founded Sikhism, so that'll be another West African-based religion. We've already got Protestantism in Nigeria. Now we've got Sikhism from Mali. And there is a Vandal settler over here. We'll see how that goes. Yep, Tunis capital is about to... Okay, yep, Tunis could be dead in a second, because I don't think they have any more cities. Ah, poor Tunis. That's not good. That's Tunis. I think it's called Tunis, but Tunisia, same, basically the same. Oh no, the warrior just died. Okay, you're safe. Good job. And oh, peace deal already down here. Oh no, they're not safe. Peace deal already between Burundi and Kilwa. They probably want to attack Rhodesia instead, as they just forward settled them. That is weird. I'm not sure why that happened, but yeah, Carthage did grab Tunis, and they've got... This is now the capital, and it's probably going to fall. Oh no, peace deal. Tunis survive in the desert with a 1 population city. Morocco might eye that up in a second and swallow it up, but yeah, Carthage now looking pretty strong on the North African coast, although their army, that was huge a minute ago, did take a bit of a beating there, and even the Vandals kind of look like they could now go in and swoop in. That'd be interesting. Garamanti's looking pretty weak, but they've got their plumed nomads, which might give them a bit of an advantage. Look at Egypt here with a bit of an army. Maybe we'll see Ramses going after Mercuria, obviously further down the Nile River. Still plenty of good resources for these cities. And Mercuria, yeah, that could be definitely bad for them. There's still so much space like around here as well. Obviously a lot of it is desert, but there's still resources in the desert. In particular here though, there's a big open space. Nigeria just grabbed a 4th city and are going for a 5th city, so they might emerge as one of the strongest civs in West Africa. The Songhai are still having a quiet game, although they are seemingly ahead technology-wise. Pikemen, catapults. Not really seeing many of them around. And we saw they were one of the most well-fed. And yeah, wow, I didn't even notice this. Just had 17 population in Gao. That's crazy. They're definitely focusing on just having one amazing city. But yeah, Nigeria now up to 5 cities. Mali have 4, but they're a bit spread out. They don't look... Saying that, Nigeria don't really have an army, so it'll be interesting to see the Songhai, what they do. Ashanti don't really have an army either, so they're all pretty safe. It's as long as like the Songhai can probably like pick off one city at a time maybe, but apart from that, they're all probably too weak to attack each other at the moment. No, that's not another Austrian city. I thought it was. Oh wait, maybe no, it's not. It's always been there. Greece have got this huge army. They're not using it just yet. Rome, this city's cut off, but Rome and Greece seem to be working together. I feel like Rome will probably want to drive France out of Italy at some point. Look at Spain and Portugal are definitely going to have a war for Iberia soon as well. They're living in isolation. Zimbabwe just settled towards the Zulu. Not sure if that's a good idea or not, but they're sort of surrounded now, Zimbabwe. They don't have that many units, and both Rhodesia and the Zulu are looking pretty strong. Not a good place to be. Another settler up for Burundi, who obviously gave up attacking Kilwa. We're back to no wars again. Persia completing the pyramids. What else have we got? We've got some random Ethiopian cities. Another Congo city up this way. So that's 5 cities now for them. See how they do out here in the west. Oh, is that? No, that's the Babylonian city. I thought we were going to see another Arabian city. Azure now up to 15 population and a ton of units here, but they've still not attacked anybody. I mean, you've got to start at some point, guys. But maybe they're scared of like the Ottomans and Armenia teaming up on them afterwards. The Khazar are looking pretty strong, but the Huns are building up, and yes, okay, like, oh, it sucks. Your cities are too far away, but for my pick, I'm proud of them. They've already got a big army. They're in a safe corner of the map for now, and now they've got the Great Wall around their capital. I mean, it's probably not the best thing. Like, you know, it could have been better, but and there we go. Assyria do declare war now, and seriously, no genius, but you're going to try get through these mountains with this era's units. Good luck. Armenia should be fine here. Like, these mountains will keep them safe. This is a good time for Babylon and the Ottomans in particular. They can now keep building, keep progressing without that worry, and they'll hopefully have bigger armies. I mean, the Ottomans would probably be just about okay, but yeah, if they can build up some more stuff before the eyes of the Assyrians turn towards them instead, that would be pretty good for them. But we'll watch this anyway, since this is... We'll see how this goes. Assyria, yeah, they're gonna struggle here. They're definitely in a struggle against Armenia. Khazar, yeah, this is definitely gonna break out soon. Khazar and the Huns, they feel like Attila will want this stuff, but the Khazar have got units. They should be able to defend. They've got a road. That is something that Attila does not have access to, so they should be able to get these units up here pretty quickly to defend. But we'll see how that goes. But there's still plenty of space if Attila wants it. Still out this way, in towards like Ukraine, Russia. This more Ukraine, but in towards Russia. In all this desert here, if they want that. But again, it's desert. There's a few oases. There's not too much, but I don't know. Wonder if we'll see naval warfare between Attila and the Khazar in the Caspian Sea, and obviously Parthia as well, who could come up through the desert and attack the Huns from the other side. I mean, Parthia are pretty free to do that if they wanted to, although Persia could come in and cause some problems if they weren't keeping their eyes open. But interesting stuff. Assyria are going to kill a few Armenian units, but like I said, I don't think this is going to go too well for the Assyrians. Ottomans are still trying. Byzantium, they have a boat here. Will we see it go into the Black Sea at some point? Hopefully that'd be pretty cool. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Leave me a comment down below with any feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.